There he is. There he is.
Oh, he's on the move.
He's always on the bloody move, isn't he? He's always on the move, doing his fancy garages with his fancy flooring. We heard about that yesterday. You have to be a millionaire to know Zach Zay. He's a very well-connected man.
Good morning.
Good morning, Zach. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Driving in the Bay Area. Sun is shining. Beautiful day, man.
Oh, you're always having a nice time, you are. I'm jealous of you. You're in California, driving around in the sunshine, having a good time. He has a good life. You can tell Zach Zay has a good life, can't you? You can tell. He always has a good life. How are you today?
Thank you so much. Happy Friday, all.
Happy Friday.
Great show so far. Doing wonderful. The last, I feel like commitment for the Friday phone in, so even as driving, I'm glad I can be part with you and
that's right.
share
That's right. That's part of the power of the cult, the super chat thing, the control I have over my viewers, you see. You feel you have to be here on a Friday. You can't miss it. Can you imagine? You'd be going, oh my God, I need to be on the show with Martyn today. I can't imagine the stress you'd be under. You have to be here.
You are part of the schedule.
I know. Part of the schedule now. It's part of life, isn't it? It's a daily routine. It's a weekly routine, isn't it? I tell you what, Zach Zay, it goes the other way. I would miss it if you weren't here. I mean, this is my life now. My life is sitting in this dark room surrounded by green and red lights. I prefer the green ones. The green ones are better, right? And I just wait for you guys to phone in. And if no one phones in, my life's going to be rubbish. Yeah, phone in. That's right, Fight. Can you imagine? I'm sitting here talking to nobody. One viewer. It was like that 3 years ago. There was one viewer. It was Bill. One viewer. Bill, this is rubbish. Why is that just you watching me today? Anyway.
It's a beautiful family. Everyone got his own story. Everyone comes from a different place in the world. Everyone brings something that is outstanding in his own way. And I love when everybody shares.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's about. Everyone's got an amazing story. I always think you need to respect people because you never know what someone has to say. You look at someone and you don't like the way they look. I don't know. Their appearance doesn't appeal to you, and you think, he's a waste of time. He's a nobody. You never know someone's story. You've got to talk to people, get to know people. Everyone has an amazing story. Once you peel back the cover, it's very often those that are understated, just sitting in the corner, reading a book quietly. They're the ones, and the big flashy one was very often nothing to say. But the ones that sit there quietly, they've got a great thing to say. Fight Channel's going, yeah, that's me. I'm that guy. I'm that guy sat in the corner, minding my own business. No one ever bothers me, and they don't know that I served in the military and I've got a story. And you're very successful here with your trades as well, and you've got a story, and we've heard lots about you. So it's great. I love the family. Love it. It's why I get up every morning and put a suit and tie on. I'm the only one who makes an effort. I mean, look at you two. You're just casual.
Of course,
Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful.
Yeah. So what we talking about this week then? It's July the 26th, 9:21. Stocks went all down. We had rotation. Everybody dumped. Everybody went, oh my God, I'm going to get out of all the quality stocks and I'm going to buy all the small caps. What did you guys? Let's start with Fight Channel. What did you do when all this rotation began? What did you do?
I just watched it drop, and I sold before the drop, got my profit out traditional Fight or IRA. I mean, I don't trade my brokerage. If I do trade on my brokerage, it's because I have the funds, the investment for longer than a year.
That makes sense. Very, very sensible.
Then I buy back in on the dips.
Okay. So what about what we talked about? It's great taking a profit. You didn't pay any tax because you did it on your IRA, so that's great. No loss there, just 100% profit. You've now got to find a re-entry point. That's the difficult part. So what did you find that entry point? Did you get back? Did you deploy all the cash, or you're holding some on the side?
Well, my traditional, I got over 2,000 sitting on the side.
Have you?
Then my Roth, I got 1,500 sitting on the side because I got 2 weeks till I max that out for this year.
So that was applied before, correct? That was in stock before.
Yeah.
So that's the danger, isn't it? You're in now because you sold, you took the profit. Now it's sat on the sidelines. If it suddenly rallies today, which it's starting to, you could end up have to buy back higher, which means you've now lost the profit. So if you just stayed in, you would have made more, right? But if it goes lower, great. But what if it doesn't?
In a way, because I look at my cost average.
Right.
I trade below my cost average. I don't go above my cost average. If it goes above my cost average $1 or $2, I'm not buying. It got to be below my cost average by 50 to $1.
I get that, and that's sensible. However, if you limit yourself to only buying below your average, I think you miss out. Because think about it. If you look at the S&P over hundreds of years, it always makes new highs. It always dips. It goes up again, right? People buying any stock today, whatever, is paying more than they paid 10 years ago, right? I mean, that's just the way it is, right? So people are coming in today, smart people, institutions, retirement funds, people far richer and smarter than us guys here, and they're buying the S&P today. And they're going to buy the S&P next year when it could be up 30%. We're always going to be buying higher. And as some great man told me, Mark Cuban, who's a billionaire, I would rather buy on the way up than the way down because what I'm buying is going somewhere. Is good. What's going down, we talk about the falling knife and all the rest of it. It can keep going down and down and down. If something is good, it keeps going up over time. I don't care, as Warren Buffett would say, I don't care what I'm paying for the stock. I just want to own the business. Oh, hang on, what we got here?
Stacey Bailey donated $5 through a super chat. Always be humble and nice to people on your way up.
Come on, Zach, join in.
You will need on the way down. Smiling face with hearts. Smiling face with hearts.
Always be humble, nice to people on your way up, because you never know who you will need on the way down. That's right, Stacey Bailey. You remember that when you become a hotshot financial advisor and you get everybody on our channel to sign you up as their financial advisor. Remember that? Remember that we made you. All right.
You don't need no financial advisor.
Can you believe it that we might soon have Sensei with the charts, Rob Brennan as an accountant, Stacey Bailey as a financial advisor? Bloody hell, that makes us the best channel ever.
How about me as a contractor if somebody needs any remodel?
We don't need that. That's a waste of time. Rubbish. Nobody needs that. Yeah, all right then. Let's put you in the blood. You know what I was doing, Zach? I was trying to keep it in the financial sector. All right? Because if we're going to do that,
I'm going to damage it.
Yeah, right. If we're going to bring you into the party, we might as well we'll say Fight Channel. He's a soldier. We got a soldier as well. What's that got to do with the financial markets? That's a different channel.
Oh my God, yes.
No, but Zach sorry, Fight Channel. So do you see what I'm saying though?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
If it keeps on going, you're going to pay more, which then you've ended up losing that profit you took.
Well, it just depends on what you're investing in. My investments are totally different than anybody else in here. I tell you that much right now. Majority of my dividends I get paid out are between 80 cents to almost $3 a dividend on some of these investments I'm in.
Nice.
I mean, I made $4,000 in July in dividends through my whole account.
That is awesome. But if you're making, sorry, Zach.
Impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. However, we have to always bring the other side of the argument, right? If you're making high dividends and he's doing it right on his IRA, he's not paying tax, he's got free money coming in, that's great. But he's probably, if he's got good dividends, his stock is probably going down. Very few will go up in growth and give a great dividend because it wouldn't work. You can't pull from both ends. It wouldn't work that way. But I've always been under the impression if you're young and you've got very small portfolio, you've got to grow your portfolio. You need growth. You need new innovative stocks to grow and expand over 20, 30 years. Then you get $1 million. Then you go into dividend paying stocks because you now want an income. I don't think you're old enough, are you, Fight Channel, to look for an income? You're at the age like most of us here, I think, where you're building the portfolio. Yeah, you're building the portfolio, and then when you're old and grey, I mean, I know you've got a grey beard, but you're not as grey as me. I mean, this is proper old, right?
I keep my hair short.
I don't need the income yet. I want to grow $1 million, and then I want to go into dividend-paying stocks, maybe like J&J, which pays me, or whatever it might be, that pays me a dividend, which is my, how I pay the bills, and I can leave the capital invested. You're not at that age, but you seem to like getting those dividends. So how do you balance that out between your growth going down and your dividends?
See, some people look at dividends as just dividends. I look at it as passive income. 2/3 of my dividends are in my IRAs, and I got over 800 this month in my brokerage account. My brokerage account, I'm billing that to 4,000 by September 1st, 2025. Because
how much?
4K by next September.
Your dividend payout?
Yeah, payout for that account alone.
How regularly do you get $4,000?
$4,000 was for the total for my IRA and my brokerage.
$4,000 a year. $4,000 a year.
Right. No,
right.
a month.
A month?
Yeah.
You're building it to earn $4,000 a month.
For my brokerage account, I will. I'm at 800 right now. I'm at 800 right
fantastic.
now. I got till next September to get to 4K.
That's $1,000 a week.
Yeah, easy.
Wow. Well, you can live on that, can't you?
Well, the plan is for my brokerage use it as a bank because in September I'm taking a 2-week vacation. If I take 2-week vacation, I don't get paid to what I do.
That's right.
I don't have a job.
Right.
Journey of the broke, I call that. I do Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash. That's what I do for a living. I make 4K a year, 4K a month doing that.
Okay. So you have a job that you earn about 4K a year, and yet you've achieved all of this on your account. So you must have made money before then to build this brokerage up like you have none now.
Well, my traditional is a rollover from my 401k from last year. Okay. But my brokerage, I've been putting in since November 1st, 2022.
Okay.
And that year to date, now I made 20%. I think I'm beating the SP 500. You are. You're beating everybody. You're doing well, mate. Well, so what would be your? I know we don't give financial advice here, but what would be your success? What would you put it down to? What have you done right, and what have you done wrong over the last couple of years? Do you think? I invested in some bad stuff like space at one time. I listened to somebody, but you shouldn't listen to somebody on YouTube. Hey, be careful what you say. You got our number one bully here. Hey. Yeah, don't rubbish it too much. I still believe in space. I still believe in space that it will come back up in 2 years. So do I. When Delta comes, I'm sure it will. Nobody knows what happened.
Guys, is it 680? Is it 680? I'm watching you. I don't even know. Is it 680?
Yeah. It's not important to watch your stocks. Focus on me. This is the most important thing. Virgin Galactic is 681.
I got order for 150, another $1,000 in it, 680.
At 680?
Right now, I talk to you. I don't care if it's up or down. Something happened to my stocks.
So you're going to buy $1,000 at 680.
There is an order right now. 150 is $1,000, $1,022.
Wow. Well, we're right on it. We're 681. I'll tell you. I will get the cheer button here. If it hits 680, of course it might need to go to 679 for it to clear. We all know how that works, right? But I'll look at it, and if it 680. 680.
Thank
there
you.
Go.
Happy Friday.
Hey! I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Absolutely great. We love that. Zach's 8 just got a bit more. Oh, 678. You're well in. You definitely is cleared. That would have definitely gone through. Nice one. There you go.
Impressive. Thank you.
You're welcome. That was fun. That was a live moment. I love that. So we all know, bar a disaster, something, but they're not flying right now. So there's going to be no crash. All we need, I mean, well, you know what I mean. You can't crash the bloody rocket if you're not flying it. The point I'm making is, we all know if there isn't anything bad, like a crash, well, there can't be, we're not flying. They just keep doing what they're doing until Delta, and then they announce Delta is finished, we're ready to go, even before they've even flown it. They've just announced it. The stock's going to go up, it's going to go up 3x, right? Just by that announcement. So a lot of people will probably exit at that point and go, bloody hell, right, I'm taking my money out. Some people will hold, I'm sure you will. But there's definitely going to become a pop. My argument has always been, is if you have to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 years for a 2x, you've made that anyway on the S&P without the risk. That's the problem. But of course, you see Fight Channel's nodding at me, going, well, yeah, absolutely. That's the thing. You know that the S&P will double in 5 to 7 years. We know that. It always has done. Some people are talking about it doing a 3x by the end of the decade. If that happened, you could make more money owning the S&P than Virgin. However, if Virgin is successful, we're not talking 3x, we're talking 30x. And it can go on and on forever. Well, for a while anyway. But we all hope for you. We all hope for you, Zach. We really do. Everyone's behind you. We all want
No,
to do
it's a journey of a company that, like you say, if they survived 10 years ago, the crash, now they have a crash on the market, which is okay because everything goes into expenses. Once they finish building all the facilities and they're going to finish the Delta, everything going to be income because they got the big expenses for the rent, for the buildings. But everything, like you said, with no news, there will no crash, there is nothing new. It's all the same. What I like, it's a global company. It's something that's going to be, and it's known all around the world. People flew from all over the world, people talking about it, and it's open to everybody as a private company.
Yeah. Well, you've just made money because it's 683 now, and you bought it for probably 179. So you're up.
I think it will close 702 today. My
702.
Today it should close 7 and break the 6, because between 6 to 7, 35 cents. There is no much difference between cents between 6 and 7.
Okay.
Once it will break it, so I think that's the bottom, the 35 cents.
Oh, it's moving now.
It's not a company for 20 cents.
It's moving now, 685.
Because we're talking, yeah? That's good. That's good. I still got bottom. I got in 620. I still got in 630.
Oh, did you?
But it doesn't matter if I still got shares in 630 and 705 and 820. But it's like you said, it doesn't matter when you a fan, and it's not to be a fan as you believe in your company. The same day yesterday, I text you about the Meta that they put me as a favorite fan. Second after, they make me a top fan. So there is a cosmos or something in the universe that, you know, it gives you sense of what's going to happen, but it's a journey. Everyone with his own, it's wonderful company to follow. Unless there is a crash, fatality, there is no doubt that this company not going anywhere, but trying and keep by the plans. and I still don't see a competition. But what I do see, and I had a great conversation this week, you're looking at 5 years from now. So now with all the situation in the world, what we know is that all those satellites that we sent it through the last few years, those satellites give us information about a lot of places. All those attacks and all that information come from those satellites. I believe in 5 years it will be kind of a satellite war, and I'm sad to say it, because once you see the space and you see the open skies and everyone get his own information in a different way, everything is so much open those days. So looking at the space again in a positive way, we're all going to travel, we all want to be there, but once again, ask those Boeing guys that stuck and they can't get back. So the question is, how do we get back? And the second thing, if we do use space into science, into information, let's please do it into the positive way and into our benefit as a human being, because we hurt this universe so much, from the drilling to the fuel to the oil, for the all the stones that we use, the trees and use the sources, even if it's animals. We have the right to be better to this world that basically give us life. So I do think positive, but everybody, there is the negative side sometimes to fix.
Yeah, of course. But you are an example of owning the business, not the stock. We talked about that this morning. You are owning your business. You believe in your business.
And there is a business. Correct. There is a business. I'm not going to invest in something I won't see. I'm not going to invest in something I won't learn about. And I can see it still as a spec. It still is a spec. It doesn't make any money. Well, but the potential of any spec that can rise or fall is the same potential of any other company with keep research, keep inventing a process in product, keep produce. And that's the wealth and the quality, of course, quality. As being contractor, I love quality because then they don't call you back. You hate to hear a customer call back, listen, I got that and that. Nobody need to call you back. That's where you use quality. And quality cost. People do need to understand it, because nobody wake up in the morning and say, yeah, good morning, I'm going to spend like that and that toward doing a new X or Y. But if something break and you got to do it, you're going to use or the investigation to be yourself. You can be your own contractor, but still it doesn't mean that the one that will build it will do a good job. So you really need to surround yourself with good people, no matter what you do, and trust, because I still don't trust nobody. I don't trust no company. Everybody, for my opinion, is, again, wanting to his own benefit, unless I can prove myself different. So everybody is right till he will prove me that he is crook, and then I'm not going to lose all trust in him, because I like people, and people are different. We can introduce to people in a different way.
Yeah, I trust everybody, 100% until they lie to me, and that's what I do. I just don't want to live in a world where it's negative, and even though I've experienced some very horrible things in my life and seen some horrible things, and I'm sure Fight Channel understands that. Been in the military, I choose not to bring that as part of my life. I see everything. I see everybody as good. I know they're not. I know people are liars, and I know people are scammers and cheats and God knows what else. But I trust everybody 100%. Every person on this channel, everyone I talk to every day, trust 100% until you lie and do something wrong. Then that's it. You've had your chance. But I always think it's best to go in at it rather than being skeptical and thinking everyone's bad. Just assume that everyone, experience tells you that people can let you down, but assume that everyone is good until they prove themselves to be not. But innocent to proven guilty in my book. Otherwise, you live a negative life, don't you? You always just think you can't do anything. You just assume everything's a scam and everything's just rubbish. But what do you think?
And that's when for my example, when I listen to a person, there is a way to go against and be negative and try to pull something bad from the subject, and there will be people that always will try to build it to a better idea, to a better solution for make it bigger than it is. So yeah, naturally, and you can look at both the coin in both sides, and that's where you learn. You got to learn.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to just come back to Fight Channel a second. I'm going to ask the same question of you, Zach. We've just seen now this rotation, people taking profits off the top. Fight Channel's done it. He's sold some of his stocks. He's got money on standby. We've now got inflation numbers coming out. It looks like we're going to get a rate cut in September. Small caps are getting the money at the moment. But today we're seeing rotation coming back into the mega caps. People are like going, I want to buy back in the great companies. They got oversold. Yes, they're expensive. Yes, they've got high growth rates projected and all this kind of stuff, high PE ratios, but they're good, solid companies. Do you think, Zach, Fight Channel first, do you think we're going to get a rate cut in September? And if we do, are we going to get 0.5%, not a quarter? Some people are now saying it's going to be a big drop, like 0.5%, because it's overdue. The Fed a lot of politics involved. We've got an election coming up. They didn't want to do anything today. They don't want to do anything on Wednesday. They don't want a quick reaction because it looks like there's more problem if they reacted to all of this. They're waiting. They're sticking the course. We know that Jerome Powell wants a legacy. He's worried about Paul Volcker, the way it was last time when it went up again quickly. He wants to get it right. I think my prediction, but I want to know what you guys think. I think we could get a really big surprise in September, get a rate cut, that's pretty much guaranteed, and 0.5%, October, another quarter, November, another quarter, and it could really start to take off. Now, for me, that would be great, because my margin would go like that off a cliff. My cost of my margin would be great. I'll be going, yes, and everybody would go, and cheap money is back, I'm buying, I'm using margin, and I'll go, I'm already in. And the amount of margin I've got can take me years to pay back. But that's okay, because my dividends will cover the interest will go down, I'll make a profit from that, and I'll own the stocks at the lower prices, and I'm basically buying the future prices today at these prices, and the next 2-3 years I can pay it back. Obviously, if my channel earns more money, I can pay. If Zach Zate gives me $1 million super chat, which he can clearly afford because, he goes around doing these expensive jobs, I can earn more money and pay off my margin quicker. That's great. But do you think we're going to get rate cuts in September? And if so, how much? And then what do you think comes next? Fight Channel.
Yeah, there will be a rate cut in September. There got to be. And I don't see no other one coming because they said only one rate cut this year as of right now. I think it'd be a half a point.
You reckon half as well?
Yeah, at least a quarter to get
When we get that, what do you think will happen to the market? Because people go, well, what happens? Does it go up? Does it go down? Nothing happens, already priced in. What do you think will happen to your position, your stocks? Is it good or bad for you?
See, my position is built for 2025. I know what I'm going to do. I know what 2025, the crypto run, I got it set up for that. But I don't see it stock market really going up high because as everybody I've been reading about on Yahoo Finance, it's already been priced in already, the rate cut already. I mean, it could go up more, but who knows? We can't tell the future, and I already know what I'm doing.
But what it will do, and that's a great approach. You've got your strategy, you know what you're doing, you're looking for 2025. You're not just flip-flopping all over the place. You know what that's a mark of success right there. You know where you're going, you have a plan, and you're sticking to it, and it's right for you, and I'm sure you're going to do very, very well. Zach Zate, what do you reckon? Rate cut, how many, what comes next, and how will it affect your positions?
100% rate cut in September, probably 0.5% by the end of the year, and will be at 5% once Christmas song will play. That's my guesstimate. Very, very, very interesting month we have in America. I think a huge change also politically, also in the market, because the market does want to impress the government. The government doesn't want to work with the market. But, it's two different, separate, that both of them want to impress everybody. So I do believe that will help by the end of the year.
So we're all fairly optimistic. And to end our call, Zach, got some great news for you. I'll put it on the screen.
It crashed.
No. Hang on. He's going to like this. Zach's. You listen to Zach's reaction now. Zach.
Ooh.
Nice.
What'd you make of that?
7:05 by the end of the day will make me very happy. I'll be on 4 position positive.
That's pretty good. I think you'll agree. You bought that spot on. You timed that. Yeah, we all applaud. we all applaud that. That was a perfect trade. Now, are you able? Because Robinhood, you can't do this unless you email them and go through all the song and dance. It doesn't have lot selling. A lot of brokerages, you can go, I'm buying these stocks and I'm selling these stocks. Are you able to do that and sell that? If you wanted to sell those stocks that have made money, could you do that or not?
I haven't sold for 3 years. I'm not going to sell for another 2 years.
No, he's not selling anyway. Fair enough. But if you wanted to, could you sell those stocks? Do you know what I mean by those stocks, not ones you bought? But
it's a gift. For me, it's the best gift of my belief. It's the best position to prove myself why I did what the hell I did.
Fair enough. That's a definite no then. I'm not selling, I'm holding it. And I just want to say, oh, hello, there he is. Brilliant. I love it. What I was just getting at there, so everybody understands what I'm talking about, FIFO rule, first in, first out. On Robinhood, if you buy a stock and you sell, he's got all the gear, doesn't he? If you sell a stock, you sell the stocks you bought first. And if you bought stocks up high before that looks really good with the sun coming down, right? It really does. It's really good. If you buy a stock a year ago, high, and now at Virgin Galactic keeps falling, you're basically selling a stock for a loss. You're selling your first in, first out stocks. However, there are lots of brokerages that allow you, this is hard to do, there are brokerages that allow you to lot sale. So each individual trade is in its own little box, and you can buy that share today and sell that share, not the one that you bought. You're making this very hard for me, Zach. I'm trying to give
the games yesterday. I told you we love gaming.
Yeah.
Just let us play all day.
Yeah, you just carry on larking around while I try to act professional. That's fine. Don't worry about me. And you're driving your car, so it's very irresponsible for our young viewers. Ladies and gentlemen, I do say you should not drive your car while playing with aeroplanes and spacemen. Zach is he's a very irresponsible adult. Don't follow what Zach's 8 does.
Correct. I even tell my guys, don't learn everything from me but the way I'm driving.
That's right. Exactly right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry for that.
Not at all. It's all good. Zach, it's always a pleasure having you guys call in. Fight Channel, thanks for calling in. This is becoming a regular thing with Fight now. He's been on it a few times.
I do have a question. For Fight. Mr. Fight. You work in a company that almost 3 times a week stop on my front door. If it's DoorDash, if it's all the deliveries. First, how do you feel working delivery with them? And I know as a companies, do you invest in any of them as an investor? And how do you feel about their stocks?
I do own Uber stock and I do own DoorDash stock.
Ah.
And Mark talked about the robotaxi. I had talked to customers in my Uber. Would they ride a robotaxi? They said no. They don't trust them right now. Maybe 5-10 years down the road they might. The Uber might lose their job. DoorDash, I love. That's my main income. That's my main income. DoorDash. I made like $22K already this year off of DoorDash. I enjoy doing DoorDash.
Wow.
Especially on alcohol delivery. You can deliver alcohol on DoorDash. A lot of people don't know about that. But it's good to talk to people and have repeat customer delivering alcohol to them.
Hang on a minute.
It's responsible, too, to order where you don't have to drink and drive.
I bet that's very entertaining, isn't it? When you turn up at someone's house with a can of beers and they go, hey, hello, mate. Oh, I can imagine the conversation when you knock on the door and they open the door and they're already a little bit, elubrated, well oiled, should I say. And there you are with the beer and the whiskey and the wine and all this. Come on in, join the party, Mr. DoorDash. We love you. I bet you've seen a few things, haven't you, mate? Delivering the old beer.
I've seen a lot of different stuff doing that.
And you gotta tip the bartender.
Oh yes, I bet they tip him well when they've had a few beers as well. I'd put myself down for that. I'd be going, right, if you get any orders, Mr. Company DoorDash, I want to be delivering all the alcohol. That's the one I want to deliver. Forget the burgers and the pizzas. But when someone rings up and says, can you bring me a case of whiskey round, I want to deliver that.
I have my highest tip ever. Can anybody guess what could be my highest tip for delivering alcohol?
How much was it?
You don't want to guess?
Oh, a guess. I had no idea.
$100 bill.
$100.
A little bit more than that.
Really?
Wow.
It was $500.
$500 tip. Bloody hell! What did you deliver? I
think it was 3 cans of alcohol.
That was it? 3 cans of beer?
Yeah.
It wasn't a tequila special order from Mexico?
I don't know. It was 3 cans of beer.
3 cans of beer? Was he completely drunk?
No.
He just really wanted a beer and he was really rich. He would just want the convenience of a beer.
He owned his own business.
Unbelievable. $500.
He was going to give me more till I told him what I was going to do with the money. He thought I was going to pay bills. I wasn't going to pay bills.
Outstanding.
And I didn't. It went to my Roth IRA.
Now that is what we were saying earlier about impression, right? He's thinking, this is poor bloke here. He's DoorDash. He's struggling. Let me help him out. And you're going, all right, mate. I'm going to take that $500 and I'm going to put that on the stock market. I thought you couldn't eat this week.
He saw the truck I drive too is 2022 Ram, and I'm still paying payments on it.
Right. So he thought you felt.
And I'm investing $150 a week in the stock market.
You are $150 a week.
That's paying my truck payment each month, my rent each month, and paying my daughter last year of college. She'll be out in May next year. That's $350 her apartment.
Wow. Very nice of you. Very nice of you. Congratulations.
You know where that $350 is going to go when I get her done.
Yeah, straight back in the stock market.
Well, 200 will. 200 will and 150 will go to extra payments to my truck.
Yeah, nice.
Because I'm going to get that truck payment paid off by April 1st, 2026.
Nice.
Yeah, I was chuffed a bit.
Around the corner.
Yeah, don't have a car payment. Don't want a car payment. I hate car payments. I had a Ford Transit Connect. When I first came to the United States and I was doing gigs, I bought a Ford Transit Connect, like a big van to carry gear around in. And I was told to get a good credit score, you have to have an auto loan. Even though I had the cash, get an auto loan. And I got an auto loan for about like 4 or 5% from the Bank of America. Good rate because my credit score was perfect, right? It was near perfect. It just wasn't as high as it is today. Got the auto loan and it was over, I think, 4 or 5 years. And I just plowed and plowed and plowed. Overpay. And I think I paid it off in about 6 months. Just kept going. I just didn't eat. Every gig I had, Leah said she would go out for dinner. I said, no, I'm going to, another $100. And I got it paid off, really. Oh my God. Zach, look at this.
705.
705.
706. Pumping. Bloody hell, 707.
Yeah,
It's
5%
going up
already
like a rocket. Did you do that right or what?
It is 35 cents. Come on, it's only 35 cents.
Get out of it.
But look at the percentage.
Own in. There we go.
Let me hit the button.
Don't only 35 cents me.
Learn how to use that Stream Deck right.
Yeah, I know. So
I got 2 Stream Decks.
I've got 3. I've got 3
see
Stream
the-
Decks. And they're all the XLs. There's buttons everywhere in the studio. There's just so many things. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, good, isn't it? Good. 705, mate.
I got a big. See the bag?
See the what?
The bag.
The bag.
The
I'm
bag.
holding a bag.
He's holding the
Spacemen don't
bag.
have bags. Spacemen have. Don't know what it is. It's not called a bag though. I don't think it's
But
a bag.
He's holding the bag now.
Oh, he's holding the bag.
Oh, he got it now.
Yeah, now
All
I got
right.
it. Now I got it. Yeah, it's not about the 35 cents, Zach. All right, we know you got a lot of toys in your car. Enough with the toys. It's very hard to have a conversation
toy box
when I'm
in
talking to
there?
toys.
He got a toy
He's
box
obsessed,
in
this
there.
guy, isn't he? He's losing the plot. He's got delirious. He's realised how much money he's making and he's lost the plot. He's thinking, this is brilliant. I'm making so much money.
Last one.
Oh, God. Go on, then.
At least he's not driving.
Hey, yeah. I hope he stopped at the traffic lights. My God. Are you still driving?
Yeah, on the red light.
He's at the red light.
He's
Thank
not
God for
moving,
that.
I could tell. I could tell if he's moving or not. By his
Yeah. Bloody hell.
Happy Friday. Seriously, it's beautiful. It's nice to follow. It's exciting. Nothing happened.
Tis for you.
Nothing
Your
happened.
stock's just gone up.
What?
Tis for you.
Why it go up? Why it go down? The question if 620 was the bottom, 622. So 30, 35, 40 cents doesn't make much difference. If we
Yes,
look
it
at
does.
15,
Yes, it does. That's
basically
that's
the $1 is 20. The $1 needs to be to $20 to be back to the $1 like 4 months back. I bought in $1. That's where I look. $20 will be where it's going to start to be interesting.
I just want to make sure that people, when they listen to this, right, Zach's right, but I just also want to say percentages is everything. Some people have only got $10 to invest, and they've got $5, and they've got whatever they got, and 35 cents. It's not about the 35 cents. It's about the percentage. If you can make 10% a year on the 500 best companies in the world on the S&P, and you've just made 5% like that, it's pretty good. So I just want everyone to realize that just because it's only 35 cents, and in Zach's situation it is, he's got a much bigger position and he's in a different position. Just bearing in mind, if you've made 5% in 5 minutes, that's fantastic. Don't ever, it's only 35 cents. I bought my house, remember, with all those $1 tips. So those little pennies add up. Just wanted to say that, Zach.
And that's what we do. Why we do and what we do.
I'm loving it. Right. Well, that's a great phone-in. One of our best ever phone-ins. So if you've enjoyed this, folks, make sure you tap the like button. There you go. Zach's sake, pat him on the head. No, you're not doing it right. That's it. Now you got it right. There you go. And if you want to call in next week, you can be part of our Friday phone-in. We do it every Friday. And we just put the world to rights. We talk about all sorts of stuff. Sometimes it's sad. Sometimes it's happy. Sometimes it's crazy. Makes no sense at all. Sometimes we have MSK calling and it gets out of control. We never know what's going to happen then. And I think Zach's MSK is in the chat right now. He could have phoned in. Tim Rogers, he's in the chat. We've got a new member here, just tuned in. Rinchin Kando, a lady here who's asking me, what are my thoughts on GameStop? Where do I start?
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Rubbish, GameStop. Rubbish.
Rubbish. Bloody hell, how many more toys have you got? I mean, the front of your car must be a complete mess of bits and bobs. There's something wrong with this guy.
I wonder,
he's nuts.
His car look like one of them Jeeps with all them ducks on the dash.
Yeah, all lined up across the front. What's this? Oh, I see. Have you been drinking today, Zach? I'm going to phone the local police in California and say there's a guy called Zach Zate driving around playing with toys. I think he's had a few beers.
Hey, why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly?
I'm saying absolutely nothing. I'm keeping out of this conversation.
I haven't said that.
No.
I heard that.
No, you never said it. It just went out to 62 countries in 14 languages and lives forever on YouTube. And Fight Channel's going to clip that, and he's going to have Barbie making a comment. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to turn it into a short. It's going to be all over Facebook today.
Oh yeah, and them clips come in handy on our Discord. I use those up.
Oh yeah, those clips could come in very handy. Yeah, so Fight Channels. Yeah, absolutely.
And by the way, through the driving, we passed through Meta and through Tesla. And I'm now down south, yeah.
Bloody hell, everything's near
That's
you,
California.
Isn't it?
You see, I'm driving for an hour. When was the last time somebody drove for an hour?
What do you mean when the last person someone drove for an hour? What do you mean?
For an hour from work to work. From job to job, I'm going from one job, I left job, and now I'm going to another job.
No.
Busy.
No,
yeah, Fight Channel ain't doing that.
Nope.
No. I walk
Fight Channel does it also, yeah. Driving deliveries is a lot of experienced drivers.
True. I do drive 200 miles a day. I do.
Do you? 200 miles a day?
Between 8 to 10 hours a day I work, yeah. Actually, I'm supposed to be working now, but it'll be all right. I already know what I already made this week.
Yeah, you'll be all right. All right.
I already made enough on my.
And maybe I'll close my because I'm heading right into the customer. Driving, you see me driving, but everybody I haven't seen nobody like on a podium holding a trophy or a cup. We all have the same license. There is no a good driver, bad driver. We have the same license. All you need to do is just, it takes 1 second sometimes. And I'm sorry, all those accidents, taking care of issues that are so irrelevant. So just drive carefully, put seatbelts, be safe, and get to your place happy after. That's
what a
I
lovely
just got to
way.
my destination.
What a lovely way to close out the interview. Thank you, Zach Zate, Fight Channel, for calling in. Hopefully we'll see you again next Friday. Always a pleasure. Be safe. I'm so happy for both of you today. Stocks are going up. Everyone's making money. It's just, my portfolio is just about to hit all-time highs. Oh, am I glad I used that margin. Oh, I'm loving it. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for calling in. See you on the music channel tonight. Bye-bye for now.